So, the diving area. After being imprisoned and captured by the Fiamma Nera in the previous level and confined in this weathered offshore rig, Lara busts out, finds her weaponry, and we're back on the land. As we've discovered in the previous level, Marco Bartoli, son of Gianni Bartoli, was looking for a certain object under the water, carrying on the legacy of his father. So some wreckage under the water, he believes, holds the key to opening the tomb of Xi'an. We're going to start the level by, of course, making the water beneath us safe. The last thing we need is to have busted out and been pulled into these giant fans and killed. It would not be good for our Lara. But we can actually hop behind them. I might pop a flare here just so we can see a bit better. I remember I always, we'll grab these by the way, grenades for a grenade gun, which was taken from us, but I'm sure we'll get back soon. I always resented these levels a little bit in Tomb Raider 2 because they robbed us of the beauty of Italy, and I was enjoying Italy so much. I wanted to go to Venice because of this game. I've never gone though. Sad. There's a little switch down here, which we'll pull hopefully before we drown. You can hear that click, click, click. We've opened a door. And this is the door. I would get your weapons ready here, because they ain't gonna let us get very far. It's a veritable cavalcade of them. They're dropping some hectic ammo for us. Like I said, I've always been a very conservative Tomb Raider player, so I only switch to other weaponry when I really need to, but feel free, I think, in Tomb Raider 2 to switch to other weapons if you want, because they do tend to provide you with so much ammo. Now this little pool connects to the main room. Just having a look to make sure there's no pickups. If you can snipe these guys, snipe them. Otherwise, they tend to kind of run away from you when you've got the upper hand, like we do now. Look at them scarring off. Well, anyway, look, we've got some industrial hazards here. So these hooks on these conveyor belts up here will damage Lara. Okay, so I'm going to spare you the exploration. There is nothing in the water. Now, you want to hang as close to the edge as you can. You do have plenty of time here, so don't panic and be patient. It's good advice for all three Tomb Raiders, I think. There we are. I noticed a little lovely wireframe of Lara running. That's so great. Like they're tracking her. Love that. So cute. Oh, that's cool. I mean, it was just like scrambled numbers, I think, in the original. Great. Don't hate me, but I had a little look forward. I had a little play of Tomb Raider 3's first level, and I was stunned by how much more they added in terms of 3D objects. Tomb Raider 2 has been comparatively conservative, I think, so far, but I like it as well. It's kind of minimal, but it's very faithful. We'll take a look here because, like, I remember that is like some kind of toxic, hazardous goop that will kill Lara instantly. Even the little fraying bits, like the little spewing geysers there, they will also damage Lara. They've done a mad job, I think, of making that look a little bit more like radioactive almost. Looks like if you fell into that, you get a superpower. But this can be a little bit tricky, and this really did my head in as a kid. So firstly, look, if you weren't trying to get the secret, you could probably do a forward jump, flip over, slide backwards and grab, and then just do a backflip and you'd be there. But the first secret is actually in a little hole just in front of us, which is a little frustrating, I know. So we're going to have to do a backflip onto the safe zone. So I'm talking a lot, but we'll get there. So in here is the first secret, Silver Dragon. We love it. We love to see it. Now, I would chuck a little save here if I were you, because I have a memory of being about 8 years old. These were the levels I could do, by the way. You know, I skipped Opera House with a level cheat. This jump, I remember dying time and time again. And the trick is, I know it's crazy, you can't grab. It's the grabbing that's screwing you up. So you kind of just have to do a single jump. Now, don't feel bad if this kills you a million times, because it did me. Alright, I made that look easy, but that one got me many. I remember I was sick at the time, and it was like a fever dream time and time again. Look at this. Look at this shaft. Like, this is a Tower of Babel. Babel? How do you say it? Now, there is an opening, you can kind of see it there midway up. You can get to it, but I just had a memory flash, you don't need to. I think we can actually just climb all the way to the top. Yes, that's it. I think you could climb all the way to the top, so don't even worry about what I said. We will actually emerge from that little gap a little bit later on. Now, this is a long climb, and as much as I'm sure some of you enjoy watching Lara climb, I will speed this up so that we are not here for hours. And you know we're going to have to do this climb twice, so just buckle up now. Really long climb, right? Alright, and as I said, if you hold right all the way till Lara stops and you let go, you will be safe. Just gonna pop a little save here because that was just so long. This looks quite familiar, right? Like the previous level. Hard to see these clips, but these are a new gun, which we have not received yet, but we hope to soon. Just double check, it's a little hard to see it. It's a lot easier to see items in the original graphic. Now this can be a little bit perilous too from memory. So what we're going to do is drop down at angle with the ramp here, because we're going to need to. Drop and hang. Okay, this guy's going to blast us, but let go. Yeah. Look at this guy. Got on his knees and everything so he could do rapid fire. Very nice. Let's use a medipack or two, I think, because it's a bit bad. Now, if we look down there, we can see there's another keycard. It's blue. It's nice that they're all color-coded so it doesn't get boring. We've already had yellow and green and red, I think, from the last level. And you can see where we'll be using it. In order to get it, though, we're going to have to do a little running jump from this little opening in the railing. They've even emblazoned their symbol onto their keycards. I mean, this cult means business. I jumped into this shaft, I didn't even check. I don't think there's anything else to grab. I think it's just a big shaft. Okay, so now we're back at the ladder. You know what to do from here. And take a swig of my coffee while I'm at it. I'm drinking out of a Sonic the Hedgehog mug. Now, for those of you who care, Sonic the Hedgehog was the first game I ever played. It was on the Sega Master System, which I got from Kmart. I actually put the console down on the counter and forced my parents to buy it. That's how I did it. I pressured them. So all my obsession with gaming is all Sonic's fault. Alright, so let's go. With the blue pass card. Now, if this is the room I think it is, I encourage you maybe to chuck a little save here, because this can kill you. Can and will kill you. And in fact, let's make it easy on ourselves. Might as well start using some of the weaponry that these lovely gentlemen drop for us. Just be on your guard. The enemies here can kill you. That one in particular. Whoa! Lord. They've even brought the Dobermans to the Offshore Rig. Come on. Anyway, this nasty brute here has a flamethrower. And if Lara catches fire in this game, she will die unless you fall into a body of water. What's really cool about this is we actually got a peek of this little section, this strange little, like, I don't know what you'd call this. Anyway, I'll come up with a word for it. But we peeked through, in the previous level, through the bars, and we saw this little structure here. So, as you can see, there are doors on every side. I think it's this, was it this door? It was this door. So the previous level, yeah, we looked out from here, this ramp, this door shut on us, and we saw this. Love that. That will kind of, that sort of like level design will come back a lot in Tomb Raider 4, where there'll be like a hub level that has many branching parts. But anyway, let's stay in the here and now. Let's stay in 1997 in the middle of the ocean. Now, I can't remember, I'm sorry, what's behind each of these doors. Let's just go sequentially through each and we'll just deal with whatever comes. I'm going to pull out my weaponry preemptively. Alright. Oh, it's a locked door. And look at that. There's an actual helicopter there and it's beautiful. Look how it used to look. Oh, I love it. Oh, well, we can't do anything with it yet. So not that one. Might be good to get some orientation in our head. So from where we came in, which was like here, I think? Yes, okay, cool. So we know the east is a locked door. Let's head north. It's probably not the right direction. There is a compass, but I'm just going from where we came in from. Door number 2. What's behind door number 2? Aha. Oh. That tried to take a swipe as we came out of the tunnel. More of Marco Bartoli's men. We've got some interesting stuff over here. A buzzsaw. Body of water. Okay, and some locked doors everywhere. Now I'm going to draw your attention to this block. because there is a circuit board behind it. Get into the habit of knowing that sometimes these classic Tomb Raiders like to hide things behind or underneath blocks. I know, it's very annoying. So we're going to need some kind of item for this bit here. Now let's check the body of water. And in fact, yeah, let's check the water. Let's check the water. And we'll see what happens. Okay, there's an opening. I'm having a flash that there's some scuba divers. I could be wrong. Okay. You can pull out the harpoon gun if you want. I'm just going to snipe him with my my normal weaponry from up here. He will not be the last scuba diver that we see. Okay, path to the left, path to the right, and a nice switch. Alright, so we've opened the door to the chopper. Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, no, we're alright, we're alright. There is an underwater maze in one of the last levels of Tomb Raider 4 that is eye-watering. It is horrible. Now, we can see there's another circuit board on the other side, and we can see that there's this little concrete or steel slab or whatever. Can't reach the other side for now. So we're gonna go. We know we can go to the helicopter. I think we turned the lights on here. I'm pulling out my pistols because I do remember that they like to release more enemies in this corridor, particularly flamethrower enemies, so just be careful. We will head to the helicopter. Okay, now watch it. Oh, I love that. They're actually coming out of the helicopter. I always wondered where they were coming from. It's a lot more obvious now. Okay, so as we approach... Cowards. Absolute cowards. What are you, afraid of Lara? You should be. Look how lovely they've made that skybox. Ah, love it. Sorry about the alarms. There's alarms everywhere in these damn levels. Alright, cool. So we've got another kind of control room. And some more of these burners. Now, I'm going to recommend that you save here, because this is yet another highly killable area. I think I've did this a couple of times. It seems like left-right you have more time to escape this front fire, which I think is the slightly more lethal one, but I could be wrong. Just do what I did. Oh! Watch that. It's this circuit board that we want. Keep going. Just fall straight onto that M16. The true Detox of Evil achievement just popped. That's a little reference to a line she's going to have soon. It's really iconic. So, we have the machine ship. And we got ourselves a beautiful, fully automatic M16. Now, I'm not going to pull that out because we're going to need it at later levels, and you'll see why. No spoilers. Let's head back to the room with the buzzsaw. Alright, and we're going to pop the circuit board, the machine chip, into the circuit board. Oh, what a little... Oh, I told you. See, I didn't even take my own advice. He was right in front of me too. Okay, so you can see... Ooh, secret number 2, yes? And a tunnel. Before we... Well, secret number 2 is locked. We're gonna get to it. Firstly, let's just double check that these... Sadly, Lara can't pick up the flamethrower. That'd be a really cool weapon, although it'd be incredibly cruel to burn all these people. If we look around, there's lots and lots of control panels, but it's mainly a kind of dead-endy room. Is that harpoons? Yes, it is. Look how hard it is to see it. Now, I'm looking for a little sneaky switch, because that is the switch that will open... Oh, there it is. Sorry. Look at that. Look at that. It is so hard to see in the new graphic, but like, you can see it's not moving and it's a bit of a lighter, it's a little lighter texture. And if we had run into it, you would run on the spot, which tells you it's a door, not a flat texture. So this will actually get us to secret number 2, the Jade Dragon. Ultra sneak. Don't feel bad if you didn't see that in the original graphic, it was much more obvious. Alright, so we're going to head down this tunnel, and what I think we should do is as soon as we trigger these gentlemen, just zigzag here. Zigzag like your Rickon, and Ramsay Bolton is shooting arrows at you. I've done that reference before, but it still works. Let him come here and we can snipe him from above. There is 2. Where'd the other one go? Yeah, good. Just want to make sure I got him. Now, I had to load this section because, as you're about to see, going to go into a large room, and there is only one place you can actually climb up. Submerge. Is that the right word? I don't know. And it's here. Now, here's the frustrating thing. If you kill these guys when they're up on that ramp and they drop a pickup, you can't get it. So actually, what I'm going to do is, and they're not really harming me right now because they don't have guns. I'm going to deal with them when we get to that section. We can't actually climb up from here, but we will. So just trust me on this. Now, I will draw your attention to this thing down here. We've got a submarine. It's more like, yeah, it's like a little sub. It's not a huge one. And it's got the Fiamma Nera symbol on it, as you can see. Much more shrouded in darkness in the original. And this little thing has a crane, as you can see. It's a trawler. It's kind of used for deep sea, exploration, but also it's a salvage sub. We really can't interact with it in any way now. It's setting up future events, if you will. We'll head back to the little perch, which I believe is here-ish. It's just clear that they're getting ready to do some scavenging, maybe on the ocean floor for something. Something connected to Marco Bartoli's father, Gianni Bartoli. We're gonna heal before we die. That's a good idea. Again, just leave them for now. Let's head back to the room with the buzzsaw, because we've just opened the door there. I'm always dubious. I'm always like, they're always going to release more enemies. But I tell you. Like clockwork. Make sure you're checking everybody. We know flame dudes have nothing. Just double check you've grabbed it all. Because sometimes like this where they die like kind of on top of each other, see? And they're, he's got his foot up his bum there and you cannot see where they drop their little thingies. So that's good. We're in the control room here. Got a little switch here. And that's actually moved the crane and moved the slab. And that allows us to grab onto it with a run and jump from this side of the pool. Or rather a standing jump from this side of the pool. Okay, but do be careful here because there is a buzzsaw that will slice and dice you. And as you can see, it's set up so that no one will be able to grab the keycard. Look at this sneaky. That's some Tomb Raider sneakiness. How strange. Well, we've basically elevated the landing pad in the helicopter room, the helipad, I guess. And that's where we're going to be heading. Let's head back over. Just able to grab that pickup, I gotta say. I'm just paranoid about flame troopers. We call them that? That's what they are. Okay, so you can see the panel has been raised, allowing us... Oh, cute little Doberman. You're dead. Too bad. Every creature in Tomb Raider is, like, aggressive. I've never seen one that just doesn't... Oh, we'll see some in the later game, maybe. Tomb Raider 3. We'll get there. Hold on, I hear the pitter-patter of feet. Is that from up here? I wasn't really intending of doing an all kills, all pickups playthrough, but if I can, I will as I go along. Must be in the room below. Just watch it here. We've six bullets. And we've got a flame trooper. Uzi it is. Welcome back, Uzis. Okay, we've got another board piece. Machine chip. Flame troopers not dropping nothing. And that incessant blaring again. Now, did we get a ready? We don't have a red one. Alright. Okay, so you can now use any of these doors to exit. Now, this machine ship will be the final piece of the puzzle, I think. It is now safe to grab this red keycard, more or less. Which we can conveniently put into that central control room over here. Lara has set off every alarm in this place. I mean, solid snake she is not. This is not a sneaking mission. This is a guns blazing mission. Oh my god, and we're right on top of one. I might... No, we'll keep the Uzis. Bit tricky to see if we've got any pickups here. I think we're good. I hope we're good. Look at this. See, I think it's just safer this way. We can make sure we get the pickups, you know. It's so annoying when you're a ways through the level and one of them dies up on this ramp and there's no way to get the damn pickup. If you care about pickups. I never used to, but I feel like the modern age is very much about collecting things in video games, isn't it? Alrighty. Yeah, cool. Might just chuck a little save, because I don't remember what's coming. And I don't like not knowing what's happening. Alright. Ooh, a locked door. Oh. It's a little grimy in here, isn't it?
I have no preference. You should spill a bit of them both.
Okay, Marco. Glad to have your heart. What do you want? Come on, stick to your stomach. Tell me, where in monastery should we look? Brother?
Alright, so we can hear Marco's men interrogating somebody about a monastery and where to look for something. There they are, the interrogators. Let's get them. Now you've got to be a little bit careful here, because you can preemptively trigger the end of the level before we have a chance of grabbing the final secret. I'm trying to see where we killed the second guy. You know what I mean? Where did he die? Did I run past him? I don't know. Well, anyway, if you approach that monk, the level will end. So we're going to just hug this wall. We're going to come in here and grab a very simple secret number 3. Okay, and if you've followed along, that should be all kills and all pickups. now we can end the level. Another pretty straightforward, nice and quick one. Anyway, let's tend to this man whom those two goons were interrogating.
You are not one of them.
But you are a monk.
Brother Chen Bakang. You have come for me. I saw bright lights around me.
That was gunfire. I think it was them who got taken away by it.
But you are my guide, my path beater to a next incarnation. I have done my time here, haven't I?
What are you doing here? Marco Bartoli.
Nothing. I led righteous life. Here for reasons rooted only in necessary evil. As my father was before me when he bombed Gianni's vessel deep into these waters. Now I'm here, was here, to prevent his son from salvaging the Seraph.
The Seraph?
You not know my life's work well. You sure you're not here for them?
Their Jackanory days are well over.
They want the Seraph to unlock a malignant treasure we contain in our monastery in Tibet. Since being stolen by imbecile vagabonds centuries ago, we've been without key to it, relying solely on cleansing of our prayers to keep it subdued. Then the occultist Gianni B acquired it. Trouble we knew. He breathed life back into ancient belief. One not to be stopped by any amount of head bowing. And now again, it is here. Marco, infected with madness. He has violent mind, but not yet the power to satiate it. So, we reach for our weapons once more.
The true detox of evil.
Where can you be taking me? Thought this was my big break. Guess change is as good as rest.